I'm catching up on all this stuff a lot later than expected. As in later, we're talking 4 decades. Hell of the Living Dead, the uncut version of Night of the Zombies. Night of the Zombies I first saw when it was released on VHS back in the 80s. I never rented it because the R rating kind of was a turnoff to me, even though the cover art that featured a very Gates of Hell, aka City of the Living Dead type zombie on the cover. It was kind of enticing, but the movie did get some truly awful ratings in the fanzines, so I skipped it. The R rating, if we don't have any gore in a zombie film, what's the point of watching a bunch of bad dialogue and bad action? Wow, all that gore is restored on this version, the uncut version, aka Virus. And Virus is also the name of the novelization to the film. There's a novelization out. It's 567 pages. I picked that up too. I'm going to review that novelization down the road. This is neat. One of the reasons that I go for these movies is because of the special features, and this one is just packed with them. You get an interview with Matei, you get an interview with the main actress, you get other actors in the film. You get to check out the shooting locations, although that stuff tends to be boring, but we'll see. If it's late at night and I got nothing to do and I can't sleep, I'll watch all the special features. I might skip them at first, but I will eventually get to them. This is an interesting little film, great little release from Severin. I definitely want to check it out. It's Halloween. I wanted to try something different, and I thought I would give this movie the chance. I didn't give it 40 years ago. By the way, this did play in theaters. A lot of these movies had a larger theatrical release than you would assume. And looking at some of the old newspaper ads, the Night of the Zombies cut did play in a lot of theaters, looking to cash in on Dawn of the Dead, Zombie, and Fulci Zombie, and other films that came out at the time. But the fad was kind of over. 83, the slasher movie craze was, kind of burned people out, and slasher movies were kind of on the way out at that time too. But this was a relic from the early 80s, and we're going to see whether it stands up today. I think it's probably just as awful today as it was when it first came out, just we might be more tolerant of it today.